Hello, Chatty Quilters. Thanks for joining us and watching our videos. Sorry we had some technology issues last week, and we're still trying to get things straightened out. Today, we're wondering where Heather is. As you all know, she's not home much, so I'm trying to track her down, see what's going on. So, Heather, where are you?
Well, I've got my grubby clothes on, my work clothes, and we're in the middle of renovations on a building in downtown Willow Springs, Missouri. So this is, I'll show you the future home of Everything Long Arm, Willow Springs, Missouri. In a couple of weeks, this room will be painted bright and cheery and full of long arm quilting machines. And I want some suggestions on this fun brick wall. Isn't that just a fun brick wall?
Well,
it has some real good potential.
I do love the older buildings. You know, I watch a lot of the remodeling shows, and you always leave the brick, you know, that just shows the character of the older buildings on main streets in little towns. And so I'm excited to see the finished space. So you'll have to keep us posted on that. And
definitely.
So what else are you up to? Quilting projects, Christmas projects, working on anything or panicking about last minute projects at all?
I am, but I can't talk about them because they're gifts. And I don't know. I mean, I flatter myself to think that all of my children watch this, but I might be safe. I might not. I don't know. I am working on a few last minute gifts and a few things that aren't gifts. I'm working on a quilt right now for my son who bought this building. We're actually renting from our kids. Is that crazy?
That's
funny. It has an apartment in the back that he's remodeling. And so he wants a new bedspread for his bed. So I'm working on that. And I'm dying to get out my I Spy quilts for my grandkids. I cut out some adorable I Spy quilts about 2 months ago, and I'll have to show them on next week or something.
Gosh. You know, that just reminded me. So we've kind of had some things going on, both of us, the last several weeks, and right before Thanksgiving, anyone that's on my social media pages knows that we have 2 new grandsons that were adopted. Our oldest son and his wife adopted 2 boys. They're 11 and 8 years old, and it just reminded me, and I know a lady, Cheryl Middleton, probably will watch this. And years ago, when I started So Good Quilting, that now my son Stephen owns and runs the long arm business. I'm just volunteer help. But when I started my original business and started long arming, she actually made me 2 I Spy quilts. And she just said, these are for your future grandchildren. And I've had them put away. And I did not even think of those yet because I've only had grandchildren for a couple of weeks. But they are amazing quilts. So I'm going to have to get those out and show them and give those boys their quilts. We've made a few small quilts for them. They have their own quilts at our house, and after Christmas, since I don't think they'll be watching this, they'll have their own quilts at their house, but they also have the I Spy quilts, but they are small pieces and have all kinds of things in there to look for. So remind me to show you those on a future video.
Yes, we'll have to do an episode on I Spy quilts.
Yeah, that would be super fun. Super fun.
What are you working on? How's that Christmas quilt coming along?
Well, I have all the pieces. I just have to sew the rows together, but I got it delayed because we did the family Branson trip. So I ran away for some days, stayed off social media, but just had a really great time. So that was a lot of fun with younger kids this year. So I want to get that done. I was a little disappointed in myself because I wanted it quilted by Thanksgiving. But the fact that I'm that far, I'm giving myself a little leeway and going, okay, first of all, that's still amazing for me to finish anything or get that far that fast. So I'm going to give myself a little credit there, but I still want it completely quilted and bound. So I've just got to sew the rows together. I'm going to get back on that after today. I keep thinking the fastest gifts are the stockings we showed at the last video. And so I've thought of more people. So as soon as I can get a long arm, which is probably going to be after hours, I'm going to do a couple more last minute stockings of people I've thought of. And I'm trying to make sure, like, who else may have left out, like just, people, extra people, not family, friend, the extras that you just want to give a little gift to, something, a little
Yeah.
handmade, stick something in there. So
Yeah.
there's
You want them
that.
to feel love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, I don't know. I need to sit down and think clearly and get a list together to make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. But, we still have a few days left before Christmas, although
Thank goodness.
they're ticking away quick. The days will go by fast, as we know. It'll be here before you know it. A new year will be here, all those things. So it sounds like
I have this gift of adding big, huge things when I'm already crazy busy. And so I kicked off this big 12 days of long arm giveaways, which has kept me popping. And but it's been so fun, and it just reminds me of, especially around the holidays, how generous small businesses are. And so many small businesses and medium-sized and large businesses have come together to donate prizes for the long arm quilting community, which is just so heartwarming to me. I love to see it.
Well, the one thing that we discussed here at So Good Quilting, because we are the ones doing it for today and happy to do so, it's just what the Chatty Quilters kind of stand for, and that is coming together as a community and quilters supporting other quilters and their businesses. All of us work together. We can accomplish so many things like that. And it's just so much fun to be a part of it. We've had a lot of fun doing it, and we're really anxious to see the next several days what comes along. And I know that there are a lot of different 12 days of Christmas stuff and quilters in a box, things like that. But I know this particular one, a lot of quilters businesses are working together. Instead of it being one individual business, it's several. And that's what I find fun about this one. So good job. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. So a sneak peek, we have some really fun prizes that are coming around the corner. So your So Good Quilting is giving away free quilting, which is amazing, up to $250. You can enter that today. We have some more free quilting, some pantograph patterns, some amazing kits, a kit by Judy Niemeyer that's stunning in Tula. It's great. So lots of really good, like $15,000 worth of giveaways in the next 11 days, which is nuts. So we're so excited.
And once we get through all the Christmas stuff, you and I are going to get together at the first of the year. We've got a lot of plans, for after the first of the year. We'll see where you're at in the next several weeks on how much we get accomplished. I'm not planning on traveling. I'm loving being home, so I don't think I'm going anywhere. So we'll just keep track of you. But
well, that could be challenging. I'm just telling you, this afternoon we're headed to Nashville to visit one of our kids before Christmas, before we leave for Utah. And then next week we'll be in Chicago for Bernina training all week, and then we're off to Utah for Christmas. So it's going to be a different background for me every week.
Again, one of the reasons why we're going to be recording for a little while the rest of the year, because the schedule is pretty tough for Tuesday nights on Heather's part. So we're regrouping on that. And so we can do a better job of getting everybody some great video. And well, on that note, we can let you get on the road, and safe travels. And if you stop at a quilt shop or someplace fun, then we'll go live, right?
Perfect. I think there's a Buc-ee's on my path.
Yeah, that's a must stop. Always.
Definitely. And I miss in the Chatty Quilters. It seems like everyone's really busy right now, but let's see what you're working on for Christmas. Post your projects if they're not super surprise gifts for other Chatty Quilters because we want to see what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's why So Good Quilting hasn't been able to post a lot of videos. A lot of people are going to be the recipients of some beautiful quilts. I hope that they understand all the love that goes into them and all the work that goes into them. But it's going to be a fun Christmas for a lot of people. So, anything else, Heather, before you hit the road?
Nope. Have a great week, everybody, and happy quilting.
Yeah, and go to our group, like our page, and post in the group what you are working on, and like and share our videos on YouTube. And we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.